Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Siesta Station.
There it is. I was waiting for it. Streaming worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
I'm Corey DLG. Man, I'm nailing
Nico
these.
DLG.
You're nailing.
3 for 3, guys.
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Put it on the board.
We need a scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
Yeah.
I want
When we get that picture of like Elle Graves that she signed for us, just put it up like right here. Add some eye candy to the show.
What do you mean? I'm already
No,
incredibly
you're not.
sexy.
Not
handsome.
even though you got a
Look at
haircut.
your shaped beard.
Even though you got a haircut, you've got a 8-year-old schoolboy on top and Unabomber on the bottom. That's a good post.
That was a good post. Paul Gillum, what up?
So we're halfway through the show. Thank goodness.
That's true.
You guys are
Oh my
driving me
gosh.
crazy.
Mm.
And this is when we bring ourselves to what we call the weekly top 3.
All right, you ready? Here we go. This is the segment that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started naming stuff not knowing what it was, and they'll continue naming stuff forever just because, and then it loops forever.
For over and over and over.
It's the weekly top 3.
How long ago did we start this weekly top 3? Do you remember?
This was your idea, like
And it's been a
since
staple of the show.
15th. We were kind of, so we were literally just making segments as we went, and then just kind of
On the fly.
and then formulate like, okay, I have an hour and a half of, or like, oh, I have a 2-hour window, and then we'd have like an hour and a half of talk. So then I'd put 30 minutes of music in.
Yeah, that's how we did it. And then we would do
But like the segments were like Lego pieces.
we would do 40 we do 4 28-minute segments.
That was when we moved over here to the radio.
Yeah.
But before that, you were like, hey, to kind of add some structure to, because it was very random.
Once we came here is when we did it. Like at first we would just, let's talk about this, and this.
Oh, you're right. It wasn't
And then
Because we had just right before then, because we were like, and then when Dick showed up, he was like, yeah, we need to do this in these specific time segments, and we're like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
No,
true.
even before Dick though, I think when we first came here, check the tape.
Check the
When we
tape.
came here, I think we were still doing 4 28-minute segments.
Yeah,
Before,
yeah.
yes.
Like the first couple, and then we're like, you know
For a
what,
long
that's
time.
not
And then
going to work.
That was you doing the 12s.
And then I was like, then we went to like 14s.
Yeah,
like
14s
then we were
was
going,
long.
we're going to 12s. But yeah, you're right. We had there was no
rhyme or reason
to any segment.
Right.
Like it was just all
Imagine the first
hodgepodge.
the first like segment times like 7.
Well,
So-
that first episode, didn't we do we wanted to do like 30 minutes on Batman vs Superman,
Right.
and then we just built the show around it.
Right.
I think I did 3 minutes on spiders to fill like space.
We did a segment on it was March Madness, so we did the
The
superhero
superheroes that took like
3 segments. Yeah, so then we were brainstorming. Me and you were brainstorming ways to make the show more
Formatted.
more formatted to run smoothly,
Right.
and to like have at least a segment or two that was the same every week, so we had something that we could call our own. Like
And then also to get sponsored.
right, which if
Right.
you ever want to sponsor the weekly top 3, our longest running segment,
That's true.
hit us up at nerdthugradio.com.
Or nerdthugradio@gmail.com.
Bata boom.
Real guys in the room.
So we came with the top 3. So this week, Corey, this is your top 3 idea,
Yeah, we were scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
which is usually what happens. Like if
Yesterday or the day before or today, you're like, hey, it was this.
if by Wednesday evening, I haven't come up with a top 3 idea, I'm like, Corey, we have no top 3. What do you got? Well, we can do this.
And if they
Okay.
honestly are out of ideas, they come to me.
Right, that's true. We've
have
done
you,
that.
have you created a top 3 yet?
Yeah, plot
Yeah,
twists.
that's right.
Oh, it was the
Yeah.
plot twist. That's
It was a
right.
plot twist. It was me this time.
Now that we've wasted 4 minutes talking about our weekly top 3.
Totally out of stuff at that point.
So this week's weekly top 3, as created by Corey, are our top 3
I gotta pull up my list. Hold on,
DC.
guys.
So DC has relaunched itself.
And they're putting
Again.
DC Rebirth across the top of every comic book that comes out.
Now this started last June, so we're about 7 months behind.
Yeah.
But
But they're doing a new
We did
way.
talk about it when it happened.
We did.
But it's so strenuous making the show that we fall behind on our comic reading, so we're catching up now.
We're so lame.
So without further ado, we let our worst go first. Nico DLG, the number 3 title.
So I'm really excited about this new Teen Titans business.
Okay, all right.
Because I've always been a huge fan of the Teen Titans original series on the Cartoon Network.
Okay.
I can see that.
And because that's what I grew up with. And
Yeah, no, definitely.
And
you
I
grew
just
up with
wrote-
X-Men, you grew up with Teen Titans.
I'm with it.
So I really want to see like the development of the new Teen Titans now that Damian Wayne's in the lead, because he's kind of he's a weird Robin because he's really
Aggressive?
violent. Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
aggressive. He's not the good old Dick Grayson,
They've really
Fantastic
made
Man.
Damian Wayne a staple of this new DC rebirth.
He's in a
He's
few
the
books.
centerpiece.
So what is he? Is he the 4th Robin or the 5th? Because you got Dick Grayson, Jason Todd,
He's the 5th.
and there was a chick at one point, right?
Stephanie Brown.
Stephanie Brown,
And then Tim Drake
Tim Drake,
Drake.
Yeah,
and
Tim
then Damian Wayne.
You got Stephanie and Tim mixed up. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
they're before
Yes.
Tim. Okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, in this DC
just-
rebirth, he's in like 4 titles, 5 titles.
At least 3 that I know of.
So he's in. Okay. Well, let's also say he's in all the Batman titles.
Okay,
Because he's the Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's in 4 or 5 Batman titles.
plus he's got
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
and he's
a Robin
got,
book.
He's got his own book,
And then he's also in the Super Kids Join Together
Right.
book, which is
with
him and Superboy.
yeah, Johnny Kent.
many
Is that
world's
really
finest.
Johnny Kent?
This is Jonathan.
The
Oh,
many,
that is
many,
terrible.
many world's finest.
That's a terrible title. Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know what it's called. I just made that
Oh,
up
here, we'll look it up. I got it
on
right
the
here.
fly.
It looks awful.
Yep, no, that's a good one, Nico. I thought about honorable mention it, but I hate honorable mentions, so
So you decided against it?
I nixed it. I swiped left. All right, DLG, you're number
Okay.
3.
So my number 3 is I'm behind the ball on this. I didn't realize this was the premise for this title. It got
Okay.
lost in the noise. They didn't do a good job of kind of premiering the first run of books.
Okay.
And so like as you're seeing the covers, you're like, what is going on in this book? So Detective Comics, the covers have all been really crowded. They don't make any sense. So like I kind of passed over it. Well, I recently read like the synopsis and the idea for the
Right.
title, and I realized I really want to read this book.
So before you jump there, like Detective Comics and then Action Comics, right? Were like
Right.
the 2 longest running.
Those were the 2 premier books.
And when DC had the New 52, they were canceled, right?
I think it was one of them was. I think they kept Batman continuity, but
But
they were
not
starting
Action.
over Super.
And so now they've started over again with Detective and Action Comics.
Right.
So Detective Comics, you're number 3.
Yes.
Continue.
So first of all, I didn't know Clayface had become a good guy.
I didn't either.
That's
so you
new
just
to me.
did this.
So apparently he's become a good guy.
The original Clayface, or not one of his successors or whatever?
I mean,
2 or 3?
The current Clayface. I
All
don't
right.
know. I mean, I know there's like 4 of them in the history, but this is the one that kind of looks like the one from the Batman animated series.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks actually like a clay face.
Yeah, that looks like Clay. Like if you saw him, you know what you expect.
Okay. Cool enough.
So apparently Batman has this whole squad of young sidekicks now that he's trying to train. So it's Clayface, it's Cassandra Cain is being called the Orphan, which I hate. I hate that name. It's such a stupid character. But I love Cassandra Cain. And then obviously the Robin, and then the new Batgirl. And so they're all being trained by Batwoman, who's one of my favorite characters coming out of the New 52 stuff.
That's the red one, correct?
The red one, yeah. And so once I read that and read that that's the whole concept for the book is that Batman is kind of like asking her to train the new generation.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of the characters I love.
Right.
So I was like, man, how did I not know this? And I didn't know it because it was so kind of poorly pushed, honestly. But now
No,
that I
you
know
know.
that, I'm excited.
Yeah, like before I jump into my number 3, I've never been the DC guy. Like, we've talked about this on the show. I'm a Marvel feller. But as I was going through and like looking at these titles and seeing which one excites me, like I started getting excited because like you're right. Like you see Detective Comics, what is that really about? It doesn't
Right.
tell you anything. You read the synopsis, you're like, oh, this actually sounds pretty good.
But there was never a reason to read the synopsis because the covers were so
Right.
vague and just crowded.
And so that's kind of how most of these comics, like, I don't think they launched the rebirth
yeah,
that
I
well.
don't either.
And on the other hand, like I was starting to get into the New 52, so I've been very hesitant about
Kind of
rebirth.
feel a little betrayed.
But my number 3 title is
Hold on, before you begin. The title of the Johnny Kent and Damian Wayne is called Super Sons.
Super Sons.
That's awful.
It's pretty
All right.
bad.
That's awful. Okay.
But my number
Continue.
3 is Red Hood and the Outlaws.
And I do, okay, that was a good book 52 wise.
Right. It was Red Hood, Coriander, and Speedy. Roy Harper.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, as he called,
Arsenal.
which is a cool character.
It really is. It really is. I dig it. I dig it.
But yeah, so they brought him. He's become such a popular character. Jason Todd is the Red Hood.
right.
But even going back to kind of what you were saying, if you read the first issue, it's really just about Jason Todd and kind of like a catch up on his origin. And it's like we kind of already know his origin, but they're redoing it. They changed a few things.
They tweaked some stuff.
And you don't really get the other two members till later on in the series. And they're kind of billing the series as the Dark Trinity because it's Red Hood, who's like the Batman figure.
Right.
Then you have Bizarro, who's the Superman.
That's pretty good.
And then Artemis.
Yeah.
Artemis is like the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And
she's also Amazonian, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then but they're taking Bizarro away from like the dumb Bizarro type that he's been in the past. And
because he looks kind of rough.
Right. He's a different, in this new rebirth, he's a different Bizarro. Like, I guess a little smarter than, so I'm excited because who doesn't like a good team up?
Right.
And who doesn't like Bizarro?
Bizarro's pretty great.
And I do like the idea of a Dark Trinity.
Right.
I think it's a cool idea.
They do the things that the real Trinity won't do.
Although I'm a little curious about Bizarro. There's got to be someone there's got to be a better counter Superman than Bizarro.
Really?
No, he's exactly opposite Superman.
He's the exact opposite.
Right.
No, I mean I get what you're saying. There could be another big heavy hitter, but the fact that he's going to be Bizarro with like the backward S on his chest, kind of cool. Although
I really hope he's got the Bizarro #1. That's my favorite part.
Although Artemis does look like Marvel Shatterstar from the early 90s.
Well, and her character history is so awful. She always looked like that. She always looked like Shatterstar from the 90s. And for a little while she was like the replacement Wonder Woman.
Right.
Like she took the mantle of Wonder Woman. She won it in like a Amazonian tournament.
Gladiatorial battle.
Yeah, and she was like an awful Wonder Woman too. She was like the hardcore. She was like the Wonder Woman who killed.
Right.
She was like edgy 90s.
These are all the edgy versions of those. The Dark Trinity.
Right.
The edgy Trinity.
The edgy Trinity.
I hate that.
You hate the word edgy?
Yeah, well, I just hate when someone has to market it that way. When you have to be like,
it's the dark edgy version of this.
Right. This is the cool version.
I don't
of
like
Wonder Woman.
edgy or hipster.
Right. Well, I don't like hip either. When someone's like, this is the hip scene. Like, if you have to tell me that it's hip, then it's not hip.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
You have to explain that to me.
I will tell you, we're going to jump out to a break.
And it's going to be a hip break.
A hip break.
A hip break.
And when we come back, we'll get into everyone's 2s and 1s.
Oh, 21s.
22 Savage.